Alright, hello everybody and welcome to week 2 of the FREN Draft League Season 1. I am Jake, Jack of Spades Man.
And I am Maeve.
So this week we're against the Blitzkreig boys, who have a team of Megalopony, Mew, Klefki, Sarina, Tornadus, Drapion, Piloswine, Elamomola, Victini, Electros, and Venomoth, and their Z Crystal is the Firium Z. So obviously a bunch of key players in that, namely Mew, Tornadus, Victini, and Eel. So I mean, going into this week, we kind of team built, playing a lot around Megalopony's offensive prowess being so crazy, and being that it's so high speed, not a few good ways to check it, but nothing that's super solid, right? So we kind of went into this week thinking, okay, what can we use to beat Megalopony? And then from there, we can kind of beat the rest of the team just by being good. So other notable threats are Mew, which can do anything. It's just so scary to go up against, and if it's set up, it's so hard to break. Looking at our team, like, I really wanted to bring Masquerain this week, because it really neuters Lopunny's ability to function, Victini's, and so many things. But with Klefki and Tornadus being those prankster defoggers, it was so much harder, especially because Tornadus doesn't even... Well, it wouldn't care about the speed if it was defogging either way. And then Sarina, which just has spinning. They have 3 great removers, and it was really tough to fit webs on the team. Especially when the only other thing Masquerain can really do is set up in a pinch and beat a few Pokemon. Like, it's still going to get walled by Klefki, Tornadus, like, it just wasn't the best.
Absolutely.
So I think I kind of started the team building on a whim with Gardevoir, Zygarde, Arcanine, Skarmory.
Skarmory, Jellicent.
Yeah, and then later on in my team building process, before I showed it to Maeve, I had Jellicent on there. I was making a case for Umbreon in my mind. I originally did have Masquerain. I even had Electivire and Pangoro. The only Pokemon I didn't actually consider was Rhydon. Celebi I considered, but like I looked at the team and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what it's really doing in my head. And then I think we were talking about it yesterday? 2 days ago?
1 or 2 days ago.
Yeah. And May was like, alright, let me finally look at this. And then you took a look, and what were your thoughts?
Well, I immediately said, why do we not have Celebi? Because you sent me a rough team draft with only 5 Mons. Just kind of looking at what they had, I was like, Celebi has a couple different options against like Serena, you know, Psychic type. It has access to Earth Power, Energy Ball, Leaf Storm, U-Turn. I figured we needed something that could kind of switch in, switch out, and wall some stuff. I mean, Celebi's not like the greatest wall of all time.
We also needed something that could actually hit Megalopony and go faster. So once Maeve said, hey, what about Celebi? I'm like, let me reconsider this. And I hit the drawing board, and I had just said, I think we could use a Scarf user. That's why I was considering Electivire. I would have also considered Pangoro on this team if Lopunny wasn't always faster than it. Yeah, if it wasn't always faster, even if it was Scarf, I would definitely use it. I think it annihilates this team. Barring a few things.
Just it intimidates and mold breakers and everything. Like it would have been great. It would have been super good. Intimidate. I said the wrong thing. Mold breaker.
Yeah. Yeah. Mold breaker actually would have been nice for Eel. I was running Earthquake on it with mold breaker. Didn't really need because Drain Punch wouldn't have worked out with Iron Fist because it doesn't get the one shot on Lopunny, so we would have had to run Superpower. But Scarf doesn't outspeed Lopunny, which is sad. So I was like, all right, what about just Scarf Celebi? And looking at it, like, they have a few switch-ins, but even then, they have to respect it. And it gives us an out against, like, Lopunny. For sure.
Exactly.
So I will...
And Jake really wanted to run a Scarf Mon, just for Lopunny for this week.
Yeah.
He didn't have any at the time.
I'm gonna show you the team real quick. Maeve came up with these disastrous nicknames. So first on the team...
me under the battle bus right now.
Oh my god! I'm Maeve. I'm so proud of that one. You were about to come back and be like, I'm so proud of that one.
Yeah, because that's how I talk.
Yeah, it's me, Maeve.
It's me, Maeve.
So the first and undisputed Pokemon on this team was Arcanine. With Intimidate and having access to Will-O-Wisp, as well as its natural bulk, like, it was just the first choice against this team. Nothing really beats it so easily, and you'll actually see the set is Flamethrower, Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, Morning Sun. So it's more of a set that just kind of statuses them on, like Victini with Toxic, Lopunny with Will-O-Wisp, and says, fuck it, you guys take care of the rest, while using Morning Sun and Flamethrower just for some damage on things. I couldn't really think of a better move. I considered Snarl, we considered Snarl, but ultimately I didn't think it would have enough impact. Next on the team is Zygarde, and this was Substitute Dragon Dance, 1000 Arrows, Outrage with the Groundium Z, because at +1 it's just able to use Z 1000 Arrows and do a shitload of damage to things. I didn't think it fit in a better spot on the team, the Groundium Z that is. So Substitute was an option because if we're able to pull Zygarde in at the right time, it's a pretty free sub, right? Like, they're gonna have to switch out into something that wants to take it, like Alomomola or Piloswine, and we get up like a Dragon Dance or an attack, right? So originally this was actually Stone Edge over Outrage, and then I'm like, wait, why do I give a shit about Tornadus? I can just 1000 Arrows it. And the only thing they can switch into Outrage is Klefki, because it's their Steel and their Fairy type. So they only have one switch into it, then we get out of Outrage Lock and we 1000 Arrows it to Oblivion. And the only resist they had was Sarina, to 1000 Arrows. So I was like, fuck it, just Outrage it. So that was a last minute change. This is Floss the Zygarde, by the way, and Orange Justice the Arcanine. Hopefully you're not catching on and you're not a piece of shit. But if you are catching on,
listen,
I'm so
Fortnite's
sorry.
been on my mind recently.
Oh my god, I forgot. We're not telling the story. Maybe during the battle, but...
Maybe during the battle.
I like to discuss plays, but when there's downtime, yeah. Next is Ninja the Gardevoir. And if you hadn't got it yet, here's where you should. Streamer of the Year, Ninja. So it has Hyper Voice, Calm Mind, Shadow Ball, Taunt.
Again, this is our Mega, so it's meant to hit real hard. Pixelate Hyper Voice is stupid, and I love it.
Yeah. Taunt was more of, I saw Mew, and I'm like, hey, fuck that Pokemon. If it wants to try to set up or do any nonsense like Recovery, or taunt us out, or try to Toxic, we just taunt it, and then we can set up on it for free. It disables a lot of things from working. Next is our second Lopunny check, Skarmory. Best Mates, the Skarmory. So, pretty standard set with Stealth Rock, Defog, Roost, and we opted for Drill Peck just so we don't take recoil damage, because Drill Peck does enough damage to a point where, like, Lopunny's gonna be hurting. I should actually run a calc real quick. Best Mates the Skarmory versus Lopunny Mega. I actually didn't check if Brave Bird got the one-shot, so I will now. Brave Bird doesn't get the one-shot, no matter what. So I think Drill Peck is still the optimal way to go with that. So we're gonna keep that. Pretty standard. It was originally leftovers, but then I ran some calc and I'm like, oh yeah, Skarmory actually doesn't take that much from Adamant High Jump Kick. And by that much, I mean it doesn't take 50%. I just want to recalc that to be sure that I wasn't calcing Jolly. Yeah.
Yeah, just under 50.
So it can then Drill Peck or Roost, and it takes Rocky Helmet damage, and we're good. Next is Take the L, the female Jellicent, despite what it's showing you. And this is pretty much the same exact set as Arcanine, same EVs except for 4 in speed instead of 4 in special defense, with Scald, Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, or Hover. Not much to say about this one, other than we're running Cursed Body instead of Water Absorb, because it's better.
Good choice. It's a great Victini wall, is I think one of the main reasons we threw it on here.
Yes. Originally I was like, oh, scrappy stupid Jellicent can't even beat Lopunny, and I'm like, oh yeah, they have Victini, and it's a pain in the ass, and I don't want to deal with it. So, yeah, Jellicent's awesome. And last is the last one we talked about, which is default Dance to Celebi. Maeve, take it away on this one.
I'm terrible at this. Basically, I think we were kind of looking at it. We needed a Scarfmon. We needed something, something that was kind of like a strong hit or something that could switch out and give us a little bit of options. Scarf user, so it would move fast. We briefly talked about moves. We had talked about like Energy Ball, and then he's like, now we should throw on Leaf Storm. Leaf Storm stronger, gives us better options. Psychic, obviously really good against Megalopony. Good against Arena. Earth Power is pretty useful.
Especially for Drapion,
like
and Victini.
Yeah, Victini. So, I mean, it is a grass type, which is a little tough against some of those mons, but we're hoping to really play around it and just play well. So.
And normally I'm ashamed to run 252 in most things like I am this week. Didn't really quite have the full time to do those, but I think 252 might just be optimal. I don't want to mess around with rolls and chip damage. Celebi, I was originally like, oh, we don't need to risk a speed tie with Victini and bother about it because we'll lose that trade anyways. And I'm like, oh yeah, we're running Earth Power, so it might actually be useful to use that. So we're just 252, 252, 252, 252. The only ones that aren't are Gardevoir and Zygarde. I think I calced this Gardevoir to like do enough damage to Drapion or something, like Assault Vest Drapion. But so they're ready for the battle, and we're just gonna go ahead and accept that. Alrighty.
Here we go, boys. Look how thick their team is.
They bring pretty much what I anticipated. What did we discuss? Like, we totally knew. They actually don't have Klefki.
That's kind of nice.
That enables Zygarde so much.
Exactly.
What do we think for a lead right here?
I mean,
in my head, they're either leading Mew, Drapion, or Scarf Victini.
Could we lead Gardevoir and immediately go Taunt?
We could lead Gardevoir.
Oh, let me throw this in the chat.
Yeah. And don't forget to tag battle time.
You got it.
So my main fear is, like, if they lead Drapion, we do not want to stay in with Guardy. If we lead, we could lead Skarm. But if they bring
set up rocks early, but
yeah, it would be very valuable.
Yeah.
They don't have much of a check to it. So I think that might just be the play of leading Skarm.
I think I'm gonna agree. I don't think they have much of a check to it.
Yeah.
I mean.
Oh man, I forgot to change our avatar, so we're gold for this match, but whatever.
That's chill, dude.
He's my boy.
Good man.
So I'm gonna go ahead and click the button.
All right, you click the buttons.
Yeah.
I'm just hanging out.
Can I stop screen sharing now?
Yes, you can stop screen sharing.
All right, sick.
Is your computer gonna die? Is that too much work?
No, I just don't want to be screen sharing when I don't have to. Okay, so they do lead with
Poseidon.
Poseidon the Tornadus.
I wonder what their themes are.
So my thought is they're gonna go for one of two things: Heat Wave or Taunt. Don't really want to deal with either of those.
I'll hit them with the GLHF back for you. Don't worry about it.
Jellicent could be a decent switch here.
Unless they, I mean.
And then we can just launch off a Scald.
Yeah, I don't. What else would we even want to bring in?
Nothing
against
really.
Heat Wave, Arcanine maybe.
Arcanine maybe.
Get off an Intimidate, but it's not even.
Yeah, it's far more, especially if they have Defiant Tornadus here.
Yeah. Which I don't think they would if they didn't bring Klefki. They'd want maybe one Prankster option.
Yeah, they definitely do. So I think bringing in Jellicent here is probably the best play we can make.
Okay.
Alternatively, like Drill Pecking, but I don't want to take the damage with Skarm. We need it for Lopunny.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't want to risk it.
Yeah, so they just go for a Heat Wave. We can fire off a Scald. no problem.
We can hit him with a Toxic.
If they go into Drapion here, we're not in the best spot.
True.
What
so about Will-O-Wisp? Unless they switch into Victini, but I doubt it.
Yeah, that's why I just want to click Scald here.
Go for it.
And if they go Mew, I don't want to Toxic our own Jellicent, really.
Yeah, just for Synchro.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind taking the Toxic, because...
I wouldn't want to take it this early.
Yeah, exactly. That's my thought. God, usually when I record, this is just alone, and I'm talking about my own thoughts, but having someone else to bounce off of, like... I actually like this dynamic of team singles.
Well, I think one thing that's really good for me is because I don't know much of anything about singles, so I've been, like, really enjoying this, because, like, I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
But...
You're definitely picking it up quickly, and, like, your thought process is definitely...
similar to yours.
Yeah.
Which is good.
So I can't see much of a play they would want to make here.
I mean...
Heat Wave being on this kind of makes me think that Tornadus is already Fire AMZ.
Yeah, you know what? I think you might be right, because, I mean, V-Create Victini...
Alright, so they have knockoff, which is
Curse Body, nice.
But we have Curse Body. Hopefully we can get a burn here. We don't. We get U-turned.
No, we got red carded.
Oh, that's what I meant.
That's cool. Scarm again.
We can just go back into Jellicent because they can't knock off.
True.
And I don't want to go into anything else, so we're just going to switch back to Jellicent and click a solid recover. Because based on what they did, they probably don't have
Unless
taunt.
they click taunt, but...
I don't think they're taunting at this point.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least we know they're not choice.
Yeah.
I mean, they would be dumb if they were. But...
God, that knockoff did nothing. Like, less than 50% with a knock is hilarious. I love this
Yeah,
one.
so they had red card, which is... So their item's done.
Yeah, so their item's done. That's confirmed. So Firium can still be on Victini or Mew. Yeah. Unless it's on Lopunny and they're not Mega.
And they had, like, Fire Punch, but...
Yeah, exactly. But I think non-Firium Fire Punch does more.
Yeah. I know, really.
No,
I think Mega Lopunny is such an important bring for them that they wouldn't...
Yeah, no. That was a joke. I am not seriously thinking that. If they taunt
I'm explaining
us here,
it for dummies like me, because if I don't talk about it...
If they taunt us here, that would be kind of a pain in the ass, but not the end of the world. Based on what they have so far, we've seen Heat Wave knockoff, Acrobatics.
Fuck.
That's kind of a pain. So we just lost Jellicent wicked early. I did not expect that.
Yeah.
That makes me think they're Defiant. So
I
do
wouldn't
not
bring
want to
in...
intimidate them right now.
Yeah.
How do
Could we bring in... Could we bring in Floss? 1,000 arrows? They can't knock off.
I mean, they're gonna do a lot of damage, and that's what I'm scared of. Alternatively, we can just Dragon Dance, right?
I think so.
Like,
I don't see why we wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
I mean, they won't KO.
Yeah, I'm just gonna DD. Because they, like, almost definitely don't have taunt. That Acrobatics was unexpected and a really good play on their end.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm just gonna DD. Whatever they bring in, unless they're... God, they could be Scarf Victini with, like, Glaciate. That would hurt.
That would be rough. But if
they
do a
bring
switch,
in...
we still get a free D-Dance Outrage, or 1,000 arrows, or Ground Z.
All
you
depends
Ground
on
Z
what they bring
Victini.
in. Yeah. Well, if they bring in Victini, that establishes that they're Scarf. So they U-turn here.
But we still get the D-Dance up, which is good.
Yeah. Very good. So I don't really know what they can go into other than Victini.
Mega Lopunny.
Mew would be a good bring-in, but we just sub on that. Yep.
Yeah, Mew.
Alright, we go sub. If they have Ice Beam, I'll need to run a calc.
I can see them having that, no problem.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose Zygarde here.
What's our calc of 1,000 arrows ground?
Let me run it.
Because it might be useful to just take it out this early.
Zygarde, Mew, defensive, 1,000 arrows, +1, Jolly. Oh god, it does not do enough.
How much?
78 to 92.
Ugh.
That's if they're bulky.
What about Outrage?
Outrage does less.
Yeah.
52 to 62. and we cannot afford...
do we really want to? Yeah. Do we really want to switch out and have to come back in and D-dance?
Yeah, I'd much prefer
Okay.
that.
They go for an Ice Beam. What's the best play? Because you got to assume they're gonna go for it again.
Arcanine's the best play.
Unless they assume a switch.
Hmm.
And if they assume a switch, they might spikes. Or whatever.
No. I mean, if there are no bulk Tech Rage KOs, like, are we willing to make that play, though?
I think we could. I think we should do it.
You want to just risk this?
It's probably not a good idea.
I mean, once Mew's out of the way...
It saves us a lot of trouble, but... Do we want to save Tectonic Rage for Victini?
No, we don't want to save Tech Rage. We get the KO with 1,000 arrows already, I'm pretty sure.
Right, okay.
Pull the trigger, Piglet.
Me?
Hmm.
Zoinks. Are you sure?
I'm thinking about it. I'm weighing out our losses. We still have Arcanine. We still have Guardy. If we're able to get damage off and go Gardevoir, we get the damage off, right? And we probably pick up the KO on Mew. Victini's still a problem, but we have Arcanine for that. I think this is fine. I'm gonna Tech Rage.
Okay, you do it. Unless you want me to do it.
Press F.
Press F?
F.
In chat?
Alright.
Oh, okay.
Alright. So at this point we can bring in Gardevoir.
Okay.
And... I think we just want to Mega Hyper Voice. Do we even need to Mega?
I think we should Mega.
Yeah, it gives us more bulk on switch-ins. There's nothing they really want to go into here.
Alright, do you want to do it?
Yeah, I already clicked it.
Okay, well then you do it.
Zygarde did the damage it needed to.
I already feel bad we're down 2 Mons, though.
We're down 2 Mons, but I don't think our position's bad.
Okay.
Defiant Tornadus kind of runs through us.
Yeah.
Man, if we'd just gone Arcanine, I mean, what is... God.
You clicked already, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm just trying to think what we could have done in this situation. Okay. So that is going to be a lot of damage. Based on what they just did, I want to say their Scarf. So I am going to go into the Skarmory.
Assuming it goes for a poison type, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they'd pursue, and if they do pursue, we got rocks.
Yeah.
Which help us significantly.
Agreed. I mean, the only one that isn't, or I guess Mew and Mew synchronized.
It looks like they didn't even bring a Defogger, and if they did, it's Mew. Well, they have Sarino for spin.
Yeah,
like, kind of crazy that we could have brought Masquerain.
Oh. Keys is just such a weird mon to play around.
It really is. God, I feel so weird about that Tech Rage play.
I know. It's my own fault.
No, it's not.
I told you to.
Cross poison all you want, buddy. Here comes
it doesn't affect best mates. We're such good friends.
Best mates. Here comes the rocks. Yeah, rocks go up here.
Yeah.
Has Torn taken damage? Yeah, it's at 68. We need to conserve Skarm for Lopunny.
Agreed.
So...
Stealth Rock, and then depending on what they switch into, we switch out.
Like, I could see them going back to Mew and getting off damage. By that I mean, like, roosting. If we had Calm Minded there, well, it wouldn't have helped because they're definitely Scarf Drapion.
Yeah.
That was very scripted, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Which, God, I have to run a calc on how much Shadow Ball does to Victini. Because Victini's going to do a shitload of damage. So, basically our win con right now is conserving Arcanine Scarm.
Mm-hmm.
If we can get Arcanine in... Okay, so it was not, in fact, Scarf.
Interesting.
So we
Do we drill peck it now? Or
great question.
defog?
I think we defog.
Okay. Oh, well, decent play.
Rocky Helmet. Now they get him Victini. Great. That Rocky Helmet just kind of kicked our ass.
A little bit, huh?
And we don't have Rocky Helmet anymore. Oh, wait. Yes, we do.
We do?
If they went down to the knockoff, they didn't knock us off.
Oh, right.
That's such a weird mechanic that just happened.
Weird.
God.
Pokemon's weird.
Okay, so they go into this.
Do we just drill peck really quick, or do we defog?
I think we defog. Well,
Okay.
They could defog us. So I kind of want to roost. Yeah. Now we defog.
Okay.
Because having Sturdy up is very good. Man. Imagine if we didn't Dragon Dance and we just Thousand Arrowed and then Z fucked. I still think Dragon Dance was the optimal play there. Having
Well, they would have Ice Beamed us, no problem. It would have been fast.
we don't know that.
We can assume that.
Can we?
A little bit.
Based on the amount of damage we did with the move, I'm not quite sure we can.
Okay.
I think Gardevoir is a safe switch here.
Okay. It might set rocks again. It just set them
That's
and then we
fine.
got rid of them.
That's fine. Because we can go in with a fresh Hyper Voice.
Mm-hmm.
We don't quite need this to win, it's just here to do damage. Again, our win is Scar Arcanine. Like, hands down.
Sorry, can you hear me again?
Hi, did
My
you
mic
leave?
did that dumb thing. My mic did that dumb thing.
Yeah, Scar Arcanine is pretty much our win.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel great about where we are, but I don't feel terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, what do they want to switch here, right?
No, I know. Maybe Tornadus.
Torn's going down.
I know. Maybe they might switch it for the sack.
That would benefit them. Thinking about it, we probably should have had Snarl over Flamethrower. If that's sub-Victini for some odd reason, we have no way of breaking that, really.
Hyper Voice goes around it.
I meant with Arcanine, sorry.
Oh.
I'm speaking in tongues.
Speak in the right language, please and thank you.
Okay. We can't really Calm Mind here, can we? Because Torn's just gonna Acrobatics KO us.
Yeah. Does Acrobatics KO? Did you calc it?
Probably. Acrobatics is just strong.
Mm-hmm.
Gardevoir, Mega doesn't really matter. I think we're
Who
like
is Silliness VGC?
I don't know, some knob.
Someone who knows us. Don't call them a knob.
I don't know who they are. Versus Tornadus, doubles Defiant Attacker, I guess. Acrobatics with no item. Oh my god, that does so much damage. 80 to 95. 80 to 95. Fuck. Okay, I don't like Silliness VGC.
That's why I wrote it. That's why I said it.
I don't like what they just said. They're so on the fence with their play right here.
They might just be calcing.
Yeah. God, they're playing the Lopunny endgame like a pain in the ass.
Well, they're playing to their endgame. That's the right way to play.
Yeah. I like how it's turn 15 and I'm discussing endgame. Okay, so they just roost. We did 58. Hyper voicing again is safe. Does Shadow Ball get the KO? I don't want to reveal Shadow Ball, honestly.
Well, how much does it do if it does 71%?
Yeah, you're right.
I don't care about not revealing it if we get the KO on Mew.
Mew will just run a defensive. It actually does the same exact amount.
Interesting.
Well, actually, yeah, 80 times 2 versus 120 times 1.2 or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Hyper Voice becomes 108 times, I don't know, Hyper Voice. Click the button. And Calm Mind's so tempting, but it's just not the play.
We should have done it when they roosted.
Either way, not the play. Defiant Tornadus is not what I expected at all. That was a really good build.
Mm-hmm.
Red card was interesting.
I wonder what it was originally for. Like, I wonder what they put it on.
Probably like a setup Zygarde or something.
Maybe.
Not quite sure. We do still have Scarf Celebi.
True.
But like, I don't know what we'd want to lock into right now.
I wouldn't even touch it right now.
Mm-hmm. Calm Mind here is not the play because we have to keep it in range.
Mm-hmm.
58.
If we let it get up to 100, then it's gonna be...
Yeah.
Could we taunt it?
We could. But then
That'd be weird.
I don't want to take damage.
True.
That Drapion Scarf fake was really solid of them.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's almost like they're both really good VGC players. Joey and Ola are good boys.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate them.
I like them. I like them a lot. Yeah, they're gonna be taking our sweet time.
Set timer.
Honestly, I might.
No, don't.
I never take a timer win, but I do use it as like not an intimidation, as pressure. But they're in different time zones, so I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of turns ahead, like. Like, Arcanine can't just come in freely on Tornadus, right?
Mm-hmm. Because of Defiant.
Mm-hmm. Versus Tornadus. Doubles Defiant. So Acrobatics at +1 does 53 to 63.
On Arcanine?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'd have to defog to be safe.
Yeah.
And that's one of my concerns.
They're gaining 3 HP each time.
It's rolls.
Right.
So I may just go for the taunt.
Okay.
Or the Calm Mind. Or the taunt.
I'd say do taunt.
Yeah. Like, it looks like their only attacking move is Ice Beam.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Nice.
Now the question is, do we Calm Mind or just Hyper Voice?
I say just Hyper Voice.
Yeah. Like, we're gonna take an Ice Beam, but that'll do negligible damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Be nice.
Okay, so that did a good chunk.
Shadow Ball?
I feel comfortable
Calm-Mind?
going for Shadow Ball here.
I do too. I'm worried about what a V-Create would do.
Like, we're max speed. The worst that can happen is we lose the speed tie.
Mm-hmm. Unless it's Scarf.
So, Shadow Ball, how much is that gonna do? Like, they're definitely clicking their Z move here, I think.
Okay. Are we comfortable with letting Gardevoir go down, possibly?
I don't know.
Or do we... What would their Z move do to Arcanine? Could we switch into Arcanine?
Let's pretend they're not choice bound. 59 to 69. Yeah, that can't get a KO. Shadow Ball cannot KO. Arcanine would have to take rocks damage. Yeah, I think Arcanine's the play.
Okay.
Like, hands down. Alright, so they did have Glaciate.
Can we Toxic it?
They're just gonna go into Mew. Like, they're totally going Mew.
Then go into Will-O-Wisp. They go into Mew. We don't get the burn.
We do get the burn. Well,
No,
we don't.
it
We
doesn't burn.
don't catch the burn. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, what do they gain going into Mew here? Toxicking Mew would be really nice, but like, it's pretty already handled, right? It's not doing much to us. I kind of want to just Morning Sun.
If you feel comfortable with it.
Yeah, I don't see a reason not to. Alright, they just U-turn. We get the Morning Sun off. I don't see what they can go into properly, other than Mew.
Mm-hmm.
And if they go anything else, we get Will-O-Wisp.
Right.
But that definitely confirmed where their Z move is. I mean, we already knew, but
Yeah.
it's good to know they're not Scarf.
Agreed.
So we're not losing Celebi speed ties. I really hope they go Tornadus, so we can burn it.
Could we Toxic Tornadus?
We could. I'd much rather burn it, though.
Mm-hmm.
It enables Gardevoir to come in on it more easily.
True.
As well as Arcanine, which is our win condition. I'm already not happy with how we've been playing.
Sorry.
No, it's not on you. It's honestly around the Tornadus prep. They just prep the Tornadus really well. Oh shit, they just bring in the Lopunny and throw? We just Will-O-Wisp.
Okay.
We have no reason not to.
I completely agree. Unless it's got something for this, but
No.
I really don't see it.
Even if it power-up punctures, like, they need to get to +6 to do any significant damage.
Mm-hmm.
They can fake this out all day long. But they might just be getting fake-out damage.
Mm-hmm.
And if we do get the Will-O-Wisp off on Mew, that means it's not going to be recovering from leftovers anymore.
True.
Which means
It's an
Gardevoir
even balance.
does whittle it.
Okay. I think it's a good play.
Mm-hmm. High jump kick, please land. Thank God. Alright. And we survive another.
Okay.
Whew. Morning Sun.
Now what? Yeah, Morning Sun is.
Morning Sun, no question. That's a dead Lopunny. We can Toxic now. I'm not afraid of that. They might have Heal Bell. They might have fucking
You know what? They might.
That would be so bad.
Would be a smart ass play.
I want to bring in Skarm. And get the defog.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. There it is. Defog. I kind of expected that once they brought in Mew. That was very clever.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I didn't do just Toxic there. We get the defog. We go into Arcanine. This is just annoying now.
I know. So there's just so much positioning.
Yeah, the fact that they have that.
There's so much we have to fucking work around.
Yeah, they prepped really well. I have to give them a lot of credit for their prep. Heal Bell, Mew, Defiant, Tornadus, those in and of themselves are enough for praise. We could just go for rocks, but that's dumb. That is a dumb play for dum-dums.
Maybe if we start playing like dum-dums, we'll do really well.
Sometimes that works.
Maybe if we start playing like...
Because like, if we drill peck, we can just shadow
like, they're
ball
expecting
us.
smart people plays right now.
Yeah.
If we start doing dumb plays...
Mm-hmm.
It's like playing against the 13 or the 1100s on the ladder.
Sick. Nice meme. It would be a really good play for them to actually go Tornadus here, expecting the Arcanine switch in, knowing we'll intimidate them before anything.
Mm-hmm.
But we just burn. As long as we land the burn. I think Sarina's dead weight for them right now. Sarina's a Pokemon we don't have to play around. We have to play around this kind of triangle of offense plus Heal Bell Mew. If we would have been able to take out Mew before, oh my god, it would have been a wrap. Come on, baby. Oh my god, they made the play. They made the play I said they could make.
Fuck. They're smart boys, dude.
It was a pretty obvious play.
Can I write? You are some smart boys.
Please hit Will-O-Wisp. Thank you, Arcanine. I just Morning Sun again.
Yeah.
We're
Can I
running...
write that they are smart boys?
You can. However, I'd like to go Gardevoir. They just went for the knock. Sick. Now we have them in a bit of a pinch.
Mm-hmm. Do we hyper voice now?
Yes.
Okay.
Because max they can do is 50. No. Shit. Fuck. They're a +1. Oh god. I don't know the roll. I think it's like 66. Might be 75.
Okay. Remember when Burn used to be really good and then they nerfed it?
It's still really good.
It's still good. It's not as good. Remember when everything was a Burn Fest? When was that? 2016?
Okay, they just go into this. That does a shitload. They're just throwing away this Mon. This is a good time to bring in Skarmory.
Well, they named them all after Greek gods and goddesses.
This is a good time to bring in Skarmory.
Why don't we just hyper voice and just get the KO?
Not worth it.
Okay.
Because then they get a free switch in. I'd rather just whittle them, get up rocks.
I knew the drop kick call. At least I'm not dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Will they spin though? If we throw rocks, will they spin?
Okay, and then they get hit by the helmet, and if they die from helmet, they don't get the spin off.
True. Pokemon Tech.
And now it's at a point where rocks are mattering a bit more for them.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we get those off, Shadow Ball can take out the Pokemon. And they are slower. So Rocky Helmet does not do enough. So we just click the rocks again. Watch this tech. I'm a genius. Ready? Now we roost.
Smart.
Now we roost. Right?
Okay.
They're gonna go down. Rocks are not gonna be cleared, and we're gonna be at full HP.
Watch them be smart about it, though.
Ding. Rock's not cleared. They're down. Ding.
Okay.
Now they go Mew.
Now I feel better.
Mm-hmm.
I would have lost this already. if this was just me, we would have lost.
It's a good learning experience, right? Like,
I'm learning a lot.
There's a lot of weird mechanics happening in this match
I am
too.
doing 1100s plays right now in my head. I'm like, well, why don't we just hit the super effective button?
Skarmory already has 2 indirect KOs by wearing a hat.
The best hat.
Good hat.
He was #1.
Am I comfortable making the Arcanine play?
I think so. I mean, it's under half. It's under 50.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming they go Z-move.
Yeah.
To try and take us out.
That KO'd.
Wait, it hit? Oh, you're a couple seconds ahead of me.
It was Inferno Overdrive and it KO'd.
Fuck.
Holy shit.
Do we bring out Gardevoir now and...
Hang on, I'm so confused how that KO'd.
Did they have V-Create? Maybe they had Overheat.
What the fuck? Overheat? Z Overheat doesn't get the KO either.
A 45% -1?
That roll didn't make sense. On anything.
Weird.
What the fuck? I think I'm getting called for dinner or something, or Hanukkah candles maybe.
Well, don't make me do this! By myself.
I'm so confused. Unless they're... Oh, they might be timid. They're not V-Create. Yeah, that was a roll. They got the roll.
Damn.
Oh well. Time to Shadow Ball.
A Shadow Ball will KO though, right?
Yeah. That was annoying. Yeah.
Okay. If Mew comes in, we taunt. Oh no, Lopunny.
Mm-hmm.
Hyper Voice or Calm Mind?
Skarmory?
I say... Oh, Skarmory.
Skarmory.
Skarmory. Okay.
Hands down Skarm.
Okay.
We could bring in Celebi in U-turn, but I don't like that play.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go Skarmory. Because at this point we need to save Gardevoir to beat Mew.
Mm-hmm.
So... If they go Torn, like we're at max HP, I think we're fine.
Mm-hmm.
If they go Mew, we're less fine, but... At this point, it's a pretty well done game. So Return comes out, that's fine.
So what moves do we know? Only High Jump Kick and Return?
I think we Drill Peck.
Okay. I don't see why not. I mean, they throw a High Jump Kick and it's not terribly strong. They switch into Mew.
Yeah, they definitely go Mew here.
Chip. Yeah. Because Mew's gonna try and defog, right?
I don't want to risk the bring back into Guardy.
Could we Stealth Rocks thinking another Mew switch in?
Hang on.
Or that wouldn't even work. Don't make me do this by myself! Jake!
I'm telling her to do them without me. We're playing, don't worry. Alright, so this is an interesting bit, right? If they high jump kick and we drill peck, we don't get the KO, and we're in KO range of another high jump kick. If they go Mew here and we roost, that's fine. I think we just roost. I think roosting is a fine play. Yeah. And I think we just go Guardy.
It's probably in a defog though.
So it defogs.
Alright.
Oh, they get up their own rocks.
Heck.
That's fine.
Okay. Do we taunt?
No, we just hyper voice.
Well, it's gonna roost again.
Okay, so it roosts again.
Okay.
They're not putting themselves in a good position by roosting.
They might defog. Wouldn't taunt get rid of the defog?
It would. But I don't know.
Okay, well do whatever
if we taunt and they bring in something right now, we lose. Pretty much. We're in a winning position.
Okay.
These are the matches I live for.
Is it really, or are you just saying words?
No, I love this. I love Pokemon like this. It gets me really on edge, but I love it. Special Victini. Wow, I should have expected that when they glaciated, but still, they got a roll. If it was Overheat. If it was Fire Blast... Oh, it could have been another move, like... Does it get Blue Flare? Blue Flare. Blue Flare. Looks like
Fresh
also
Prince of Blue Flare.
Fresh Prince of Blair. Fresh Prince of Blair. Have you seen that?
Blush Prince of Blue Air.
Oh, I'm talking about the YouTube poop.
No.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Looks like the best. How much?
Remember Worlds 2015 in Boston when those like two 15-year-olds dressed up as Mega Gardevoir and Mega Gallade? Because I do.
No.
I do.
I remember going to Worlds 2015 and talking to some really cool people.
I also talk to cool people, but I also remember them.
They are not in a good spot, let me just say that. They can heal Bell. That puts them in a decent spot.
Wait, who's got status on him right now, though?
Torn.
Oh, right.
All they can do is Ice Beam, Roost, Stealth Rock, heal Bell.
Right.
So, we're in a pretty good spot. And it's getting closer to Celebi just being able to click Psychic to win. As long as we get Mew out. That's why we need to Hyper Voice here.
Right. I mean, even if they switch, we still get Hyper Voice damage on something.
Oh, I want them to switch here and choke.
Have you clicked Hyper Voice?
I have.
Okay.
Hyper Voice is our only play here.
I mean, it's our only good play. There's a lot of bad
56.
plays.
They heal Bell. We Hyper Voice. And Mew is out. And Celebi comes in and wins. That's game. That's game.
Sweet.
Do
we Hyper Voice now, just to...
we Hyper Voice. Let me run a quick calc.
I think we saw it. I think we did it earlier. It did like 40 something.
Celebi to Lopunny Mega is a KO. And Tornadus 49 to 58. And they're at 57, and after rocks we get the KO. Yes!
Oh.
They even high jump kick expecting Skarm. That's game. They cannot win.
We didn't even bring in Celebi.
Oh, and we outsped? Holy shit.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's go.
Oh, that was stressful as fuck.
Woo! We played that really well. They didn't. Their only play there was to roost with Mew. We put them in such a pin. Like,
oh, Jesus.
Scarf Celebi was such a good call. Like, I know we didn't bring it into the game at all.
But it gave us options.
We literally, once we took out Mew, we had security to win. Oh my god. So, Skarmory got how many KOs?
I don't know.
Mega Gardevoir got 4, Skarmory got 2.
Ugh. Oh, that was
God.
stressful.
Yeah, well, welcome to your first draft league, Maeve. I know this is week 2, but for us, anyone who's watching and is in the league, this is actually our first match of the season. Our first round opponents, the Duck Pals, are currently unable to battle due to just circumstances with personal things. So we're respecting that and giving them the time they need. But this win feels really good, Maeve.
It feels very good. Thank God you're my partner, or I would have lost.
Thank you for convincing me that Taunt was also a good move on Gardevoir.
Yeah, it was definitely useful. God, they built so well.
They really did. I have the utmost respect for their build. I think we just played a tiny bit better than they did. Yeah.
Just bare. I mean, like, they made it hard. They did not make that an easy game.
that was a very stressful battle. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I can get this on YouTube soon. I'll probably just put some shitty background music on every single video.
We'll do it really loud so you can barely hear us.
Normally I actually try to vary it week to week, so I might just do the same music so I don't have to think about it and I can just get these up as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you for the next battle.
Goodbye. Peace.